What's up, guys? Welcome back to The Educated Barfly. Today I'm going to teach you a really important drink in the development of cocktail culture called the improved whiskey cocktail. And why is it important, you ask? Oh, well, I'll tell you why it's important. When distillation first began in this country, our spirits were not yet very refined and they were kind of rough and mean. So what people would do is take a little bit of bitters, take a little bit of sugar, take a little bit of water, and mix it into their spirits to make it more palatable. As time progressed, and people were doing that, which is basically what we know of as a bittered sling now, which is the first kind of iteration of a mixed drink. Bartenders started to get their hands on rarefied ingredients, well, rarefied at the time, like Maraschino liqueur or orange Curacao, and they started improving their bittered slings, and that is a drink that became known as the improved cocktail. So today we're doing an improved whiskey cocktail, but the improved cocktail can actually be done with any spirit. And basically what it is just an improved version of the bittered sling. But then as time progressed, some people did not prefer that improved cocktail, or they didn't actually think of it as an improvement. And so they would ask for a drink in the old-fashioned way. And that is basically the creation story of the old-fashioned. A lot of people think that the old-fashioned was the first drink to be named a cocktail, but that's not completely true, because we have this cocktail, the improved cocktail, that was a step in between the bittered sling and the old-fashioned. The other thing that I wanted to let you know is that Jerry Thomas, in the second version of his book, The Bon Vivant's Guide or How to Mix Drinks, actually created a section on improved drinks, and they never really kind of took off as their own category. And I think they didn't die there, because, you know, here we are in 2018 making this drink. And I really like these drinks, but they never really caught on as their like cocktail category, like old fashions or Manhattans or daiquiris. All right, let's get into making the drink, especially because now our ice is nice and tempered. The first thing that we're gonna do is use Angostura bitters, and we're just gonna do a couple dashes. We're gonna do a dash of Peychauds, and then a dash of absinthe. But since I don't have it in a dashing bottle, I am going to just equate a dash in the top of this jigger. Then we are gonna add our sugar cube, I guess. One sugar cube and a bar spoon from my awesome Barfly Mixology Gear bar spoon of Maraschino liqueur. I'm going to take a muddler and we're just going to like combine that and muddle it down a little bit in much the same we would in old fashioned. Then we're going to take our rye whiskey, because you can use any spirit you want. You can use bourbon, you can use rye, but since we're kind of making the old school version of this drink, rye whiskey is the whiskey that would have been around at the time that this drink was made. We're adding 2 ounces of rye whiskey, and then taking our ice, nice and tempered, and adding it into our drink. And we're just going to stir it. Now you'll see, especially if you have tempered ice and you can see through it, you'll see that there is sugar trapped at the bottom of the ice cube. So you want to just lift that ice cube up periodically to help that dissolve. I'm going to stir it until the glass is got a little chill on it. You want to kind of whoosh that sugar around, help it dissolve a little bit, but you don't want it to dissolve too much, because you want to have a little grainy kind of sugar feel in this drink. I think that's nice. It's pretty good. I'm going to call that done. And then I'm going to take a little lemon peel, last but not least. We're just going to spritz it over the top. I like to rub it on the sides of the glass. There you have it, my friends, the improved whiskey cocktail. All right, let's see how this bad boy tastes. If you like old fashions, you're gonna love this drink. It's really spirit forward. Obviously, it's a lot of spirits. You get a little bit of herbaceousness from the absinthe. You really taste that lemon right on the front of it. The rye, it kind of devolves on the back of your palate with that rye, and you get the kind of spiciness and the anisiness of the 2 bitters that we put in there. It's great. Yeah, I love this drink. This is one of my favorites, I gotta say. Especially, you're really gonna like these if you like aromatic old fashions styles or Manhattan styles. So there you go. Cheers.